The new power pole and pieces of the old one only tell bits and pieces of the story as they lay near Southeast Vandalia Drive.
2 days later, she's dead.
Bailey Moreau's family looking to fill those bits and pieces with answers.
It's forever changed me. And once I get justice, I'll have peace of mind.
Bailey, in a car, her boyfriend driving on Southeast Vandalia Drive, when records show his white Chevy Silverado truck abruptly veered left, traveled over the center line and into a power pole with no apparent brake marks. Bailey taken to the hospital and died 2 weeks later.
They, did all these scans, and she was brain dead, there was no coming back for her at that point.
The coroner's report shows she died of blunt force head injuries because of the crash.
Police report says that she grabbed the wheel, but that's what he's saying.
He, meaning the driver, told police the two were in an argument when Bailey grabbed the wheel, jerked it to the left, causing him to lose control, according to the crash report.
And if she did, it would have pulled to the right. It wouldn't have gone that way. And that truck was so big and she's so little.
He was also taken to the hospital, but left before being admitted, according to court records. 2 days prior, he allegedly hit Bailey in the back of the head multiple times, according to a Des Moines police report, and was charged with domestic abuse. The charges against him weren't filed until 5 days after the crash happened, according to Polk County records. An order of protection was filed 10 days after the crash and 12 days after the domestic abuse charges. When it was served, Bailey was already in the hospital from the crash and would die a week later.
Is it merely a coincidence that the first time this girl goes to police, Des Moines police, about domestic violence, 2 days later she's dead?
It's hard to know. We won't know that answer definitively because there's no way to know that at this point.
He later admitted to arguing with her, pushing her, causing a red mark as an injury. He received a deferred judgment. Police are investigating the crash. Search warrant records show they confiscated the pair's cell phones and the so-called black box features on the Silverado they were in. Police say that's the key to solving the case, telling them the steering position, braking, speed, and more.
What will the box tell us? And that's the definitive answers that we're waiting on.
The state lab where the black box is being investigated is backed up and could take months, according to police. What we do know from the OnStar readings, according to the search warrant, is that he had a seatbelt on, but she did not.
And she always wore her seatbelt, but that day she didn't have her seatbelt on.
In the meantime, Bailey's family wants answers.
We have to be her voice now.
Police are investigating the boyfriend for vehicular homicide by reckless driving, according to the search warrant for his truck, but no charges have been filed against him. The officer who searched the truck and the black box of it noted he was aware of the domestic abuse case against the boyfriend 2 days earlier.
And we know the family is seeking the answers, and we're right there with them. This is a full team effort, and we are all looking for those answers.
The family hopes the bits and pieces on the side of the road can put the puzzle together of what exactly happened that January day.
She's a big part of our family.
And Bailey's boyfriend declined to comment through an email through his attorney. We chose not to name him because he's not charged with a crime in this investigation. October was Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which is when we did the interview with the family. They and police want you to know that if you may be in a domestic violence situation, there are ways that you can get help. You can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline, 800-799-7233. The family also asks if you have any information regarding the crash, call Pleasant Hill Police or Des Moines Police. Steve?